Welcome to the 2026-2027 academic school year. You guys, the time has come to go back to school. Okay, I'm trying to hype myself up about it and be excited about it, even though I'm so tired. But for those of you who do not know me, hi, my name is Holly. I am a fourth year teacher, but this will only be my second year in freshman algebra 1. This is also the first year that I haven't gone to school before in-service. So today is the first day of in-service. I'm headed to school right now. Everyone's gonna be there. We have meetings to do and yada yada yada. But I haven't even seen my classroom. And that is so freeing, you know? I did not worry about school until school. And there's just something poetic about that, I think. I am recovering from an illness. How lame is that? The week before school starts, I got sick. Boo. Anyway, welcome to the 2026-2027 academic school year. This week, obviously, it's in service, no students. So this is going to be kind of a behind the scenes, what do teachers actually do before school starts. So come along for the ride. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learn something. I don't know. We're just gonna have some fun this week. Okay, we are inside my classroom. Maybe this backdrop is familiar to some of you, but I came in and my classroom was clearly used over the summer, and I'm fine with it. I just wasn't expecting it, and all of my stuff is moved, which is fine. It's fine. I think all of my stuff is still here at least. Yeah, they messed up all my stuff. Okay, I don't know if you remember last year, I had these two big shelves. One of them was right here, and it had a lot of my teaching stuff, and the other one was in the front of the room. They took all the stuff off for whatever reason and put some of it here, but piled most of it on that table over there. So go watch my classroom setup video. It's 7:51. At 8 a.m. the breakfast is starting in the band hall, I think.
Attempt to address the task, but may be limited to simple high-frequency words and phrases.
Okay, so they are providing us lunch today. It's lunchtime. They never give us lunch on the first day of school, but our scores, we as a campus scored so well last year. I think we got a B rating, which the year before we got a C rating. So they just wanted to celebrate, and they're giving us, I think, hamburgers and hot dogs. So I'm gonna go get something to eat. So far, it's just been a lot of the classic welcome back to school. This is what our focus is this year. These are all the new people. These are all the important people. All that sort of stuff. But then after lunch, I think I might have time to do some stuff in my classroom during lunch. I'm not sure. But then I have to leave this school and go to the district offices and do a Taffy meeting, which I don't know much about, so I'll explain once I'm there. You know, I don't really know what to expect. Just finished lunch. I had a hot dog and it was great. But now I have 45 minutes before our next meeting starts. So I was like, okay, I'll get some stuff done in my room. Tell me why our Algebra 1 folder from last year is gone. We can't find it. That had our calendar. It had all of the stuff that we use, all the links. It had everything. Okie dokie, so basically done with day one on campus, but now I am headed to the HR building to be a part of this Taffy thing, which Taffy
is Texas Association of Future Educators. So me and my teacher bestie are going to be sponsoring the Taffy Club this year. We kind of got volunteered for it. We didn't volunteer for it. We were voluntold to do it, I guess. This, I think, is just going to be kind of like introducing what Taffy is and like what it's called, the Grow Your Own Teacher program. So I'm really not sure what the expectations are as far as like how often do we need to meet, like how are we going about recruiting kids for the club and like all that sort of stuff. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get some answers today. Okay, so that meeting was actually primarily for people who are who teach like child development classes that are like more aligned with the education pathway. But it's okay, got a lot of good information. However, apparently the Taffy Club is a lot more than I thought, so I need to do some research on it because they have like competitions that they go to. So we gotta do a little bit of research. But it all sounded fun. So the whole idea is to get more of our students into teaching and then back into our schools as teachers. Just like that, it's day 2. Overall, yesterday was a good day. Okay. Ugh. Today, I am actually leading a PD, like a little baby PD with teacher Bessie. I think I've talked about this. And I was supposed to call her last night to finish like planning it, because we know what we're doing, but we're just kind of winging it. And tell me why I completely forgot to call her. Didn't do that. We basically have something already ready from last year that we used when we were like helping people understand what we're teaching anyway. It's fine. But that's in the afternoon. I already forgot what we're doing in the morning. But tomorrow is our like district-wide PD. It's like where we sign up for all the sessions and they're usually really boring. Did I say that out loud? Oops. But tomorrow, all math teachers are going to a local college for a math symposium. I don't know what that means, but basically we're going to be doing our own thing tomorrow. And then Thursday's the day that I'm really looking forward to, okay? Thursday is the day that they announce TIA nominations for last year. And if you were here with me last year, I worked my butt off to try and get a nomination this year. Last year was my 3rd year teaching, and the first 2 years I was, not to be dramatic, screwed out of it. But this past year, I think I got it. So on Thursday, they're gonna come, the people in charge of TIA for our district come, and they call it the TIA Roadshow, and they basically go around to every single school, and it's like a big like celebration, like a surprise like announcement of who got nominated. So kind of annoying that they won't just like send out our results as soon as they have them, but also like it is a super fun like special moment when we're all sitting there like, okay, who got nominated? But anyway, excited for that. And then Friday's convocation. So that's a little overview of my week. I can't tell if my throat hurts because I'm still recovering from my illness last week, or if my throat hurts because I did so much talking yesterday. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. It's so frustrating. Not really, I'm being dramatic. But it's so frustrating because like for the entire month of June, my body wakes up naturally at 7 a.m. because I normally get up at 6 a.m. for school. So in the whole month of June, my body is still on like kind of that timer, and it's not waking me up at 6 when I need to get up, but it wakes me up at 7, and I'm like, okay, you know what, this is cool, whatever. And then the entire month of July, that goes out the window. My body's like, oh, there's actually no reason for us to be getting up at 7? Okay, we're not gonna do that anymore. So it's always so hard to get back into the routine of getting up at 6. It's not that big of a deal, but it's my right to complain. I'm back in class. It's 8 a.m. Apparently they provided us breakfast again today. So I'm gonna head on down to the foyer for breakfast, and then I think all morning we're gonna be in the band hall again. After lunch is when we're doing our class rotations. So that's when I'll be doing the PD, which I just looked at what my coworker made, and it's wonderful. I love her so much. She's incredible. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Finished with part of the morning. It's 10:38 and we have a little bit of a break until 11. So I'm helping my teacher bestie set up her room, because her room is the one that we're using for our little PD that we're doing later. So I'm gonna help her get it set up because the desks are all whack. And I'm like, y'all can shut your mouth. You don't need to be so loud. I'm not even gonna lie, we crushed that. We crushed that. So our PD went great. We had to teach how to use ClassWise 5 times in a row. And you know what? We're pros at this point. It went really well. And then tomorrow we're going to the college for our math symposium. Yay. Hello, I'm here at the college campus. I am so freaking tired. But I did go and get a coffee today. I don't know if it's any good, we'll see. But I don't think I'm gonna be doing much filming today because I'm pretty sure we're just gonna be sitting in a room all day long. But I do think that my team is going out for lunch, so that'll be fun.
Oh, I don't have my straw.
I wouldn't like that. Not now.
So you like people?
But anywhere from 5 to 6 is so high. No.
Holly, what did you get? What is that?
It's the outlaw bowl.
Outlaw.
Yeah, it's got like rice, beans, chicken, cheese, barbecue sauce, chipotle sauce.
It's like kind of like Chipotle.
Yeah.
This is my first time being here, so that's why.
Me too.
Oh, really? This was the spot in high school. I mean, where I grew up, but.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like, I want to get everyone in it. No, I actually hated when you would always do this, and I was like, that is so much cooler than me holding it sideways. Because everybody knows what I'm doing when I'm holding it. Like, I don't know. It was just so
I just
awkward.
like flip it up and I'm like, ooh, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we were in that district meeting and
Yeah.
I needed to get the clip, I was like,
You were
like
the
just
best.
I lowered the brightness like all the way so nobody knew what I was like. Thank you.
That you have some mimicking in you.
Hello, guys. So, finished up for today. It was actually incredible. Like, probably one of the best PDs I've ever been to. It was about building thinking classrooms, which I have been to many PDs about building thinking classrooms. So I'm already pretty familiar with like the tasks and the expectations and stuff. I don't know if she's letting me go. I think she is. Thanks, girly. So I was already pretty familiar with building thinking classrooms, but this was so good because the entire time we as teachers were the students and like up and doing things. And there was like obviously debriefing time after each activity, talking about like from a teacher's perspective, like what are your questions or what would you do? Could you see yourself applying this? And it was so interesting that the first activity that we did was the answers are. And basically that was, he gave us 5 numbers and we had to, no, Yeah. Oh my gosh. He gave us 5 numbers, and we had to use the numbers 1 through 10 once each, using a different operation each time to come up with those numbers. If I remember, I'll put a picture or something here, because I feel like explaining it that way doesn't make sense. But basically, it was just a very low level, high ceiling, building thinking classrooms activity. And we spent 45 minutes doing it. I didn't even feel it. Like, I did not feel the time go by. It was so much fun. And we did other things too, like a 3-dimensional tic-tac-toe question and stuff like that. Like, it was just so cool. And it really, like, this was the first year that I was like, wait, no, I could actually do this in my room, because I always wanted to, but then when I actually do it, it doesn't work, or I get like stressed or overwhelmed. But the way that he was explaining it makes me really think that I can apply those things to my classroom this year. And I asked him, I was like, do you do this every single day? Because it was like, you as the teacher don't teach, really. You let them kind of like figure it out on their own, which I'm always a little iffy on that, because I'm like, some things have to be taught. So I was like, do you do this every single day? Because that's crazy. And he was like, well, I see my kids for like 4 hours a week, and probably 3 of the 4 hours is spent doing this. So that kind of rocked my world, and I was like, wow, he really does this basically every single day. And then there's, a check for understanding afterwards, where they can do another example on their own, and that's like their notes. I'm excited to start implementing. And he gave us all like a vertical non-permanent surface, which is just a whiteboard, because that's what you're supposed to use in building thinking classrooms. I already know how I'm going to introduce it, because you introduce it with non-curricular tasks, because you want it to be very like low stakes, where you're just teaching them the norms. What are you, like, there's only one marker, so you all have to share. What is collaboration versus turn taking? And what do? Are you supposed to stay with your group, or can you wander around the room? Like, all those different things you teach while doing a low stakes non-curricular task. And then you start applying it to your lesson later, once they understand the norms and stuff. So I'm like excited. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to get to do it, but I hope at least a little bit. Like, I think my goal right now is twice a week. And my thinking is, I already like have all of my materials and resources from last year. So it's not like I can look at certain lessons and be like, okay, this worked really well last year, I'm just going to do this again. Or, oh, this actually would be great to do on the boards with groups and everything else. So I'm excited to start experimenting with that. It was really good. And then we met, so there's technically 3 high schools in my district, and today we met the Algebra 1 teachers from the other school and got to talk to them, and it was just really cool. Like, I love collaboration. I love talking to other teachers. How do you do things? What do you do? All of that is so fun to me. So it was really nice getting to talk to them and just see how different things are for them. Start of the year has been great. I've been having a great time. I hope you can tell, I feel like it's just going really smoothly, and I'm very confident about what I'm doing in general. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Wait, do you have to yell every word? No, I don't think so.
Has already spoken at 7:45 to 4:15. And our coach is getting here early, so definitely told me. That's a safety concern. Do you know what our kids will do in a back hallway? That door in the front will stay locked until 8 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Tuckman. I feel to come up from the gym, and they release them to come up from the cafeteria. At that time, those front doors will unlock. So kids can come in at that time through that door.
Lesson internalization.
Very good. And maximize time. Bell learning every class. You need to be ready when that bell rings. And if there's extra time at the end of class, It's a time for us to do a team building game. It's not a time for
Shenanigans.
chaos. We need every teacher in the hallway. Very important. I know you're gonna have to go to the restroom sometime.
Get to class.
Yes. On the lion's den, there's a, like you see them in the hallway.
No.
No. Let's look for 4 corners. Does anyone have 4 corners already? Do you know what that means, the 4 corners? Not down the road. Seriously?
Wait, so do we not call if we have a regular
So
bingo?
we're on 4 corners. Are you ready? All right. So please take it, okay? And
Last year, the algebra teachers at the bottom of C Hall were amazing 5th period. Because
the next thing is Minga. Okay, I know y'all don't want Minga, some of you. They should not be going to the restroom. The kid who stayed out 25, House Bill 1481, states, in schools, I can't tell you how many screenshots I have of some of your classes. Because kids take TikTok videos, and sometimes you're sitting right at your desk and you're in the TikTok video. Miss Rebecca Spears. Bingo. We had 2. Yes. Oh, the B and the O doesn't like to be hot. I know, she'll put the heater on. Okay. So when we met with our leadership team, and this included teachers, when he said the other day, that was the biggest clap that y'all got the whole time. Like, y'all didn't even clap when we said, we're a bitty this year. During your conference period, just take some time to send that to Miss Anthony in ISS and to Miss Spears in OLC. Progress of learning, the district just, okay, together. I think that she did her together. Contact parents early. We talked about this already. We talked about it a lot. Please, what else where I say no, you can't, you're gonna win. Well, now,
I got one anyway. So what did we learn? I wasn't ready for that question. What did we learn? Things and stuff.
we learned that
Good.
we're already doing a good job.
Yeah, here we are. The moment we've all been waiting for. TIA.
I need a cheat sheet because we don't have about 38 teachers and Alright, second. Now here's the big group. This is 20 to 40 teachers. We're going to get through this pretty quickly. Alright.
Yes.
Remarkable job this year. Good job.
Okay guys, I have so much news. First of all, hi. This morning I was running late to school, which is why I didn't do like a good morning intro, but we first had another meeting about like systems and stuff. It went great. We played bingo. I didn't win, but I did answer a question at the end and got a Subway gift card. And then we had our TIA meeting. Okay, we had our TIA meeting and I was so nervous. Okay, I was so nervous because I really want to get a nomination. Last year was my 3rd year. I really wanted a nomination. And not only did I get exemplary, which is the 2nd highest nomination, but the woman in charge afterwards came up to me and she said, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna appeal because I'll show you this. I don't mind talking about like data and stuff, about my own data and stuff for other people. I know some people are weird about it. I don't care. So this is how our district does it basically. So this is the lowest category up to the highest category. So as you can see, I have blue, green, blue, blue, which means I qualified for masters everywhere except my student survey. I was 3 points off on my student survey. So basically she was like, you're gonna appeal this and you're gonna get it. That way I can get masters, which is the highest designation and it's more money. Oh, I'm so happy. So essentially, I'm almost definitely getting masters. Exemplary is still good though. I got a nomination no matter what.
But then at the end, they were like, okay, we also have 2 people that we want to acknowledge. And it was one of the other math teachers on my team and me. And they were like, there were 5 people in the whole district that had over 100% student growth. And we were part of that 5. Y'all, when I tell you I wanted to cry, I had 101% growth. 101%. Now, I don't even know how that maths out. I'm a math teacher and I don't even get that. But something to do with the number of students that got out of did not meet or something like that. But I literally wanted to cry because I'm so proud of my students and myself. Okay, I had to change camera angles because my battery died. But basically, I am so happy. Like, I have been working so hard and I have really bad, like, imposter syndrome because I have been getting really good evaluations and for the past 2 years. And I'm like, well, I don't actually deserve that high evaluation. They just came in on a day that I was like being extra. Like, I don't actually deserve it. But the whole idea is your evaluation and your growth should be like the same. So if you have a high evaluation, it's expected that you're going to get high growth. If you have one high and not the other, that means something went wrong. Like, for example, my first year, I had a very low evaluation score, but my growth was very high. So that, you know, to anyone paying attention is like, okay, maybe that evaluation wasn't super, you know, it didn't quite match. But this year, I got basically the highest value you can get on the evaluation, and I got over the maximum amount on growth. And it just, the validation that I'm a good teacher, I could cry. I could cry. Literally, I was in shock for like a good 15 minutes. Every time I thought about it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start crying now. But oh my gosh, to be working for something for so long and to finally get it, I'm feeling great. Today's a great day. I am, oh my gosh. But we had 38 teachers eligible for a TIA nomination, which is crazy. 38 teachers. That means we're kind of doing a great job. Okay, we're kind of amazing. So we also had a meeting with our appraiser, which mine is the principal. So excited, love him. And so it's just like basically what he's expecting and stuff. And then the rest of the day is ours. We just finished up lunch, and so I have the next 3 hours basically to work in my classroom. So I have my little to-do list ready to go, and I'm just gonna try and knock out as much as I can because we will have more classroom time tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday before students come. So I'm not stressed for time or anything, but I want to use my time wisely, you know. I've been working in my classroom for the past few hours, and I forgot that today is freshman orientation. So there's students all over the school right now walking their schedule for the first time. And some of them will just like get to the door, say, okay, this is my class, and move on. But others will knock until you come to the door because they're just so excited and they want to meet you. And it's so cute. I'm ready for this year. I'm not, like physically I'm not, but mentally and emotionally I'm ready for this year. Right now I'm working on an agenda scavenger hunt that I like to do on the first day of school just so that they can have a chance to flip through their planner and see what's in there. And I finished up my big year to glance poster, so I need to get that printed probably next week. And my room is either freezing or hot. No in between. Like if I have the fan on, I'm freezing. If I turn the fan off, it gets humid and sticky and warm. But you know what, we're not gonna complain. Last year, my AC broke the first day of school. So let's hope that that does not happen this year, because that was a nightmare. Happy Friday! Today is our district convocation. So the entire everyone of our district is going to a local like mega church because that's the only place that's big enough to hold us. And it's gonna be like a little expo, and then the superintendent is just gonna give us a like rah-rah speech, and then we get to work in our classrooms for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure. So I am on my way to school right now, obviously, but I am going to be giving 2 of my coworkers a ride, just because parking is crazy at the church because it's everyone in the district. Oh, this week has been exhausting. I did not anticipate being so exhausted. And the funny thing is, this happens every year, and I forget every single year just how exhausting it is. But no, see, the reason I do this is because I never know when something is gonna happen. So if I just get the whole thing, then I can go in and cherry pick the good clips. Yeah.
Hey, your TikTok was so epic, by the way. Epic
Whose?
editing. Yours.
Mine? Which one?
I'm speaking of, I wanted
Was
to
it
show
the
you
day in the
mine.
life one? Or
Yeah.
was it the... Really? You think that's epic editing?
Yes. I was like
Thanks.
engaged the entire time.
Shut up, you
And
weren't.
I was like, wait, hold on. And then I even rewinded it. And I was like, oh, cool.
Go follow my TikTok. Oh yeah, look at hers.
Oh.
Watch the one on the left. Oh my gosh, we're never getting out of here. I'm gonna lose it.
Look at these cars. Look at these cars.
Already losing it.
Okay. Pop off.
You gonna get
Are you
annoyed.
turning? Which way are you turning though? That's the question. You're stressing me out.
For real.
You're in the wrong lane. I would have run into her and I would have won. I have the bigger car. Look at this. Gen Z kids on their phone, leaving me to drive in silence.
I'm so sorry.
Get out of my car, actually. Actually, get out. Hold on.
Bailey.
She's carrying my coffee machine. Okay, that's so cute. This is my mix. I'm getting cake batter, bada bing, bada boom, and some sprinkles in here.
We gotta run.
You bet.
Because it's frozen. It's 4:45, and I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna go home because I am so tired. Did not get as much done in my classroom as I wanted, but that's okay because I'm gonna lock in next week. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in. But anyway, this is what it's like being a teacher the week before school starts. I hope you enjoy this little behind the scenes action. Let me know in the comments any questions you guys have or any videos you'd like to see. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.